am sitting with James Wilson. He is an expert in sleep behavior for Sleep Geek. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Wonderful. So you must sleep very well.
I don't actually. The reason I do this is that I was an insomniac, and my family made beds and mattresses. So at the heart of my being was a paradox where I couldn't sleep and I sold sleep products.
What does Sleep Geek do?
So what I do, I have developed an offering with Westfield Health, Sleep Well, Work Well, and this is an offering about getting good quality sleep knowledge into organisations. So we run seminars around general sleep, around kids' sleep, around things like sleep disorders like sleep apnea, around shift work, around performance and sleep. And basically our approach is help people understand their own sleep and how to make the behavioural changes, the environmental changes, and little tools and tips on how to get better quality sleep.
How would I get better quality sleep?
Understand your sleep type. So we are all a morning lark. So you go to bed early, get up early. We are night owls, go to bed late, get up late, or we are typical. When you understand that, you can then sleep in a way that works for you. So sleep is not like exercise or nutrition where you can maybe force it a little bit. The more you force sleep, the harder it gets. You know, as an insomniac, I used to lay in bed, tossing and turning, thinking I need to get sleep. You can't force sleep. So when you understand your sleep type, you can then go to bed at the right time. You can make sure you've got a wind down routine that helps you create a drop in heart rate, a drop in core temperature, and then you get up at the same time every day. And that will mean that you get better quality sleep.
I read that your goal is to improve the nation's sleep. How is that going so far?
We're doing really well now. We've gone into lots and lots of different organisations. We're working with we've worked with shift workers at Coca-Cola. We've worked with web developers at different companies. So it's about the more we can get this information into the general population, the better it is.
Are you still insomniac?
I still have moments where I don't sleep well, but what I do now, I accept that I'm a bad sleeper. I know I'm a bad sleeper. What I'm brilliant at is being tired. So rather than worrying about tomorrow, and I'm going to have a bad day tomorrow because I'm really tired, I just accept that I'm a bad sleeper. And by accepting that, more often than not, I fall back to sleep. And when I don't, I get up and I start my day. Because that bad night's sleep last night gives me a good night's sleep tonight.
Do you think exercise helps overall sleep?
Definitely, eating well and moving does help overall sleep. They're all interconnected. If you're sleeping well, then you're more likely to stick to your diet, you're more likely to do that exercise. But if you're exercising, you're more likely to get better quality sleep. But you've got to make sure you exercise at the right time. So, exercising too close to bedtime can have a bit of an impact on sleep because the adrenaline and things like that. Exercising at the wrong time for your sleep type. So, if you're a morning lark, better to exercise in the morning. If you're a night owl, better to exercise in the evening. So your body's got a natural rhythm. And it's working with that rhythm, whether it's sleep or it's exercise or it's food.
How do you believe Sleep Geek with Westfield Health innovate?
We are getting sleep knowledge into the general population. Sleep is a health input is being ignored or forgotten about a little bit. If you go to your doctor and say you've got a sleeping problem, they will maybe give you sleeping pills. 3 weeks later they'll take you off them, and that's it. So we are innovating in the way that we are presenting the information. We're making it simple. We're making it easily accessible. We make it relatable. I understand what sleep deprivation is. I know how bad sleep deprivation is, and we're helping families sleep better. So we're not just about the person who works in the company. We're about their kids sleeping better. Because if you sleep well and your child doesn't, you're not sleeping well. Now, if your partner doesn't sleep well, that will impact on you. So we're having this approach that is about people understanding how to help their families sleep better.
Can you give us just one tip on how to get to sleep well? Just one.
So to fall asleep as well as possible, have an hour before bed, have a warm down routine. So in the hour before bed, do things that relax you. And it is about things like if you're watching something on TV, don't watch Game of Thrones. Watch something like that trash TV. My favourites are things like Tower, things like Love Island. These sorts of things, that you don't have to engage with them. So they allow your brain to sort of start to switch off. So it's about in the hours. Your brain can't go from work mode to sleep mode. You need to have like a little bit of an airlock between the two. And I think if you're going to do one thing, try and create that time for letting your brain and your body wind down.
Very interesting. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you. Sleep well tonight.